Stay with us, this gets deeper. What if everything you thought you knew about ancient Egypt was wrong? For centuries, the image of ancient Egypt has been carefully curated, often presented as a civilization separate from Africa, even European. But what does the evidence actually say? Today, we're diving deep into the complex question of ancient Egypt's identity, challenging the myths that have obscured its true African origins. The idea that ancient Egypt was a purely white civilization is a myth, one deeply rooted in colonialism and the desire to appropriate its grandeur. This narrative ignores the overwhelming evidence pointing to its location, its cultural connections, and the physical characteristics of its people. Let's start with geography. Egypt is in Africa. It's not in Europe, it's not in the Middle East, it is geographically part of the African continent. Its lifeblood, the Nile, flows northward through the heart of Africa. The very foundation of Egyptian civilization is intrinsically linked to, but here's what they never wanted you to know: the African environment. The Nile provided fertile land, resources, and a crucial trade route connecting Egypt to other African kingdoms. Consider Nubia, a civilization located south of Egypt in present-day Sudan. For millennia, Egypt and Nubia were deeply intertwined, sharing cultural traits, engaging in trade, and even warring with each other. Nubian influence on Egypt is undeniable, particularly during the 25th dynasty, when Nubian kings ruled over a unified Egypt. This period, often downplayed or stay with us, this gets deeper. Ignored, highlights the undeniable African presence at the very heart of Egyptian power. What about the Egyptians themselves? Depictions of pharaohs and commoners in ancient art often show people with darker skin tones and features consistent with African populations. While artistic representations can be stylized, they offer valuable clues about the perceived appearance of the people. Furthermore, linguistic analysis reveals connections between the ancient Egyptian language and other African languages. While the exact relationships are still debated, the evidence suggests a shared linguistic ancestry. Genetic studies, though limited due to the challenges of extracting ancient DNA, are increasingly pointing towards an African origin for the Egyptian population. Studies have shown genetic links between ancient Egyptians and populations in North Africa, the Levant, and Sub-Saharan Africa. However, it's crucial to remember that identity is complex. Ancient Egypt was a melting pot, influenced by various cultures and peoples over its long history. To claim it as exclusively black or white is to oversimplify a nuanced reality. However, to deny its fundamental African identity is to perpetuate a harmful myth. The evidence is clear: ancient Egypt was an African civilization, shaped by its geography, its interactions with other African cultures, and the genetic heritage of its people. It's time to dismantle the whitewashed narratives and embrace the full, complex, and undeniably African story of ancient Egypt. Let's start recognizing and celebrating the African contributions to civilization. Subscribe to Punna Afrik for more African history and wealth wisdom. Follow for more untold African stories.